I am truly glad your path led you here to Miracle Prayer Studio today, where we can simply be still and seek the light together. Sharing this quiet space with you is a gift, and I feel the warmth of our shared faith even across the distance. If these moments of prayer bring a sense of calm to your spirit and help you feel closer to the Lord, I would be so honored if you would subscribe to our channel. Joining our community allows us to lift one another up every single day, walking together through every season of life with prayer as our constant companion. Life has a way of testing the strength of our roots, often when we feel least prepared for the storm. We look at the world around us during this beautiful Easter season, and we see the earth waking up. But sometimes our own hearts feel like they are still trapped in a long, cold winter. We observe the flowers pushing through the dark, heavy soil, and we often forget that for them to reach the sunlight, they had to struggle against the weight of the ground above them. Our trials are very much like that soil. They feel suffocating, dark, and heavy. And there are days when it feels as though we have been buried rather than planted. But the message of the empty tomb, which we carry in our hearts right now, reminds us that even the most sealed-off, hopeless places are subject to a power that can move any stone. You might be sitting there today with a heart that feels heavy, wondering if the difficulty you are facing is a sign that you have wandered off the path or been forgotten by the heavens. I want you to know that your struggle is not a signal of defeat, but the very place where a miracle is beginning to take root. We aren't meant to have all the answers, and we certainly weren't created to be strong enough to carry these weights alone. Our humanity is fragile, and it is within that very fragility that we finally learn how to lean on something eternal. Faith is not about pretending the pain isn't there. It is about trusting that the pain is being transformed into something that will eventually bear beautiful fruit in our lives. In Romans 8:37, we are given a promise that speaks directly to the weary soul, telling us that in all these things we are more than conquerors through Him who loved us. These words carry a different kind of weight when we breathe them in during this time of year, as we celebrate the victory of life over death. When a trial comes our way, our first instinct is usually just to survive it. We want to get to the other side, hope the damage isn't too great, and try to move on. But being more than a conqueror means something much deeper. It means that through the love of my King, I don't just survive the battle, I am made better because of it. It means that the very thing the world intended to use to break my spirit is the thing God uses to build my character and strengthen my hope. Jesus did not just survive the not cross. He transformed it into a symbol of everlasting life. This verse calls us to stop trying to fight our battles with our own tired hands and to start resting in a victory that has already been won. It invites us to open our hearts and move into a deep, quiet communion with the Father, where we focus our eyes not on the height of the mountain in front of us, but on the depth of the love that stands right there beside us. My King, I come to you now in the absolute stillness of my soul, reaching out for your hand as I begin this day. I want to offer you everything that I am and everything I am worried about becoming. I lay my hands open before you, Father in heaven, and I place this entire day into your care. I give you my schedule, my plans, and even the interruptions that I usually find so frustrating. I offer you the work of my hands and the thoughts that occupy my mind during the quiet moments. I surrender my need to control the people around me and the situations that feel so uncertain. I give you the heavy parts of my heart, the trials that feel like they are too much for one person to bear. I trust you with the outcomes that I cannot see. I place my career, my financial worries, and my physical health into your keeping, knowing that you are the great physician and the provider of all things. I want to live this day with a heart that is completely surrendered to your will, trusting that you are guiding my steps even when the path looks foggy. I offer you my very breath, asking that each inhale reminds me of your presence and each exhale allows me to let go of my fears. Jesus, my heart is so full of a quiet, humble gratitude when I think of all the ways you have looked after me. Thank you for being my shelter when the winds of life grew cold, and for being the steady ground beneath my feet when everything else felt like it was shifting. I am so thankful for the gift of this Easter season, which serves as a constant reminder that nothing is ever truly lost when it is placed in your hands. Thank you for the small mercies I often overlook, the warmth of a cup of tea, the kindness of a stranger, and the way the sun feels on my face. I am grateful for the trials of my past, even though they were painful at the time, because I can see now how you used them to teach me about your faithfulness. Thank you for the roof over my head and for the people who love me, even when I am difficult to love. I am so thankful that your love for me does not depend on my performance or my strength, but on your own unchanging character. You have provided for me in the desert and in the valley, and for that, I offer you my deepest thanks. Father in heaven, as I sit in the light of your goodness, I also feel the weight of my own failures and the times I have let you down. I ask for your tender mercy for the moments I allowed my trials to turn into bitterness instead of prayer. I am sorry for the times I complained about the path you chose for me, forgetting that you walked the hardest path of all for my sake. Please forgive my lack of faith when the clouds gathered and I began to doubt that you were still there. I feel regret for the moments I was impatient with those I love because I was preoccupied with my own stress. I have often tried to take the lead, acting as if I knew better than you do, and I ask for your forgiveness for my pride. Cleanse my heart from the shadows of worry that I have allowed to grow there. Wash away my selfishness and the ways I have sought my own comfort above your glory. I want to be a vessel that is clean and ready for your use. So I ask that you would renew my spirit and help me to start fresh this morning, leaning entirely on your grace. My dear Lord, I find myself standing at a crossroads where my own strength ends and your power begins. I am looking at the difficulties in my life right now, the ones that keep me up at night and the ones that make me feel like I am failing, and I am choosing to see them through the lens of your resurrection. If the grave could not hold you, then this problem cannot defeat me because I belong to you. I ask that you would breathe your peace into the areas of my life that feel chaotic. When I feel the pressure of my trials rising, remind me of the silence of the garden and the power of the empty tomb. Help me to remember that being more than a conqueror doesn't mean I won't feel the heat of the fire, but it means the fire will not consume me. I want to trust you so deeply that my first reaction to trouble is not panic, but a quiet turning of my heart towards your throne. Grant me the courage to face what is in front of me today with a smile, knowing that the battle belongs to you and the victory is already secured in your name. Father, I pray for a spirit of wisdom as I navigate the complexities of this day. Sometimes the trials I face aren't huge storms, but constant small waves that threaten to wear me down. I ask for the discernment to know when to speak and when to be silent, when to act and when to wait on you. I want my life to be a reflection of your steady, unwavering love. When I encounter people today who are also struggling, let me be a source of encouragement rather than another source of stress. Help me to see my trials as an education in empathy, so that I can comfort others with the same comfort I have received from you. I place my family into your hands, asking that you would protect our home from the spirit of discord and anxiety. I trust you with the futures of my children, knowing that you love them even more than I do. Surround us with your favor as with a shield, and let your peace be the dominant atmosphere of our lives, no matter what external challenges we may face. Jesus, I want to pray specifically for the areas of my life that feel like they are in a season of death or stagnation. We serve a God who brings life from the dead, and I ask that you would perform that same miracle in my circumstances. Where there is a lack of hope, bring a fresh vision. Where there is a broken relationship, bring the miracle of reconciliation. Where there is a financial burden that feels impossible, bring your supernatural provision. I am not asking for these things because I deserve them, but because I know your heart is one of restoration. I trust that you are working behind the scenes, even when I see no evidence of change. Just as the earth was quiet on the Saturday before Easter, I know that your silence is not your absence. You are moving in the deep places, preparing a breakthrough that will bring you glory. I choose to wait on you with a hopeful heart, refusing to let discouragement have the final word in my life today. My King, I ask that you would strengthen my physical body and my emotional health. The trials I face often take a toll on my energy and my ability to think clearly. I ask for your healing touch to rest upon me. If there is any sickness or exhaustion holding me back, I pray that your life-giving spirit would surge through me, bringing renewed strength and vitality. I want to serve you with my whole being, so I ask for the endurance to finish this day well. Help me to manage my time and my energy in a way that honors you. I also pray for those around the world who are facing trials far greater than my own, those who are suffering for their faith, those who are in the midst of war, and those who are grieving. May they feel the tangible presence of the risen Christ in their midst today. Use my life in whatever small way you see fit to be an answer to someone else's prayer. Let me be your hands and feet in a world that so desperately needs to see that the tomb is empty and that hope is alive. Father in heaven, I reach out to you for the grace to forgive those who have added to my trials. It is so easy to hold on to grudges and to let resentment color my view of the world. But you forgave those who hurt you, and I ask for the strength to do the same. Soften my heart toward the people who have misunderstood me or treated me unfairly. I release them into your hands, choosing to let go of the debt I feel they owe me. I want to walk in the freedom that comes from a clean heart. I know that carrying bitterness only makes my own journey more difficult, so I lay that burden down right now. Fill that empty space in my heart with your love, so that I have nothing left to give but kindness. I want to be more concerned with being like you than with being right. Help me to see others through your eyes, recognizing that they too are often acting out of their own pain and their own trials. My dear Lord, as I prepare to step out into the world today, I ask for a special measure of your protection. Guard my heart from the lies of the enemy that tell me I am not enough or that my trials will never end. Surround my mind with the truth of your word, acting as a filter for every thought that tries to enter. I ask for your protection over my physical safety as I travel and move through my day. I also ask that you would protect my joy. Don't let the small frustrations of life steal the peace that you have worked so hard to give me. I want to be a person who carries the atmosphere of heaven with me wherever I go. Let my presence be a calming influence in my workplace and in my home. I trust that you have stationed your angels around me, and I walk forward with the confidence of a child who knows their father is watching over every single step they take. Jesus, I want to sit in silence for just a moment, simply acknowledging that you are God and I am not. There is such a profound rest in knowing that the government of my life is upon your shoulders. I don't have to figure everything out today. I don't have to be the hero of my own story. I just have to be your child. I listen for the quiet whisper of your spirit, guiding me and comforting me. I love you, Lord, and I want my life to be a long, beautiful yes to your will. Even when that yes takes me through difficult terrain, I know that the destination is secure. You are my beginning and my end, my strength and my song. I give you all the glory for the triumphs that are coming, and I give you all the praise for the trials that are shaping me into the person you created me to be. My King, I come back to you with a heart that is still leaning on your promises, ready to ask for the specific strength I need to face the trials of this hour. I find that my own reserves of patience and courage often run low when the day grows long, and I turn to you for the stamina that only your Holy Spirit can provide. I ask for a special kind of wisdom today, not the wisdom of the world that seeks to outsmart or outmaneuver every problem, but the quiet, divine wisdom that knows how to remain still while you work. I need your guidance in the small decisions that feel so heavy right now. Help me to choose words that bring life to those around me, even when I feel drained or frustrated by my own circumstances. I want to rise above the temptation to be irritable or short-tempered with my loved ones because of the pressure I am feeling. Instead, let your peace be a soft cushion around my heart, protecting me from the sharp edges of my current difficulties. Father in heaven, I lift up my work and my daily responsibilities to you, especially the parts that feel like an uphill climb. You know the frustrations I face in my career, the projects that seem stalled, and the relationships with colleagues that require so much extra grace. I ask for your favor to rest upon the work of my hands. If there are doors that need to open for me to move past this trial, I trust you to open them in your perfect timing. If there are lessons I need to learn in this season of waiting, please make my heart soft and teachable. I want to be a person of integrity and excellence, regardless of how hard the situation becomes. I surrender my financial worries to you, believing that you are my provider and that you will never leave me or forsake me. I place my trust in your ability to multiply what I have and to make a way where there seems to be no way. Jesus, my heart reaches out to you for the protection and the well-being of my family and my children. During this season of transition and growth, I ask that you would wrap your arms around them and keep them safe from the anxieties that I may be carrying. I don't want the trials I am facing to cast a shadow over their joy. I pray that our home would be a sanctuary of peace, a place where the light of the resurrection is always visible in the way we treat one another. grant me the grace to be a source of stability for my children, showing them by my example what it looks like to trust God when things are difficult. I ask for your protection over their minds and their spirits as they navigate their own challenges. Let them grow up with a deep sense of security, knowing that their Father in heaven is always watching over them and that our family is anchored in your love. My dear Lord, I feel a deep desire to pray for those in my community and around the world who are walking through valleys of their own. I intercede for the person who is listening to this prayer right now, whose heart is breaking from a trial I cannot see. I ask that you would meet them in their deepest need. For those who are struggling with their physical health, I ask for your healing touch to bring restoration to their bodies. For the ones who are grieving a loss that feels too heavy to bear, I ask for the comfort of your presence to be a tangible reality in their lives. I pray for the lonely, the forgotten, and the ones who feel they have no one to turn to. May they find in you a friend who sticks closer than a brother. I lift up the families who are being torn apart by conflict, asking for the miracle of reconciliation and the softening of hearts. Let us all remember that we are part of one another, and as we triumph over our trials together, your name is glorified. Father, I think of the words of Mother Teresa, who once said with such deep humility, "I am a little pencil in the hand of a writing God, who is sending a love letter to the world." I want my life to be like that, Lord. A simple tool in your hands, even when the writing feels difficult or the pencil feels like it is being sharpened. I want my trials to be the ink that writes a story of your faithfulness. I am choosing to believe that the difficulties I am facing are not meant to discard me, but to prepare me for a purpose that is greater than I can imagine. I surrender my desire for a life without struggle, and instead, I ask for a life that is filled with your presence in the midst of the struggle. I want to be used by you to bring hope to others, to be a living testimony that the trials of this world are temporary, but the joy of your kingdom is eternal. Jesus, I want to rest in the certainty that my triumph is not something I have to manufacture on my own. It is a gift that you have already secured for me through your victory over death. I am letting go of the need to be strong enough or good enough to overcome. I am simply resting in the fact that you are enough. I ask that as I move through the rest of this day, your Spirit would gently remind me to look up when I am tempted to look down at my problems. Help me to carry the light of this Easter season into every dark corner I encounter. I want to walk with a skip in my step and a song in my heart, not because my life is perfect, but because my Savior is risen. I place my future, my dreams, and my very soul into your hands, trusting that you will lead me through the fire and into the place of abundance you have prepared for me. I hope you can feel the quiet strength that comes when we stop fighting against our journey and start resting in the one who walks it with us. We often think that we have to be loud or dramatic to get God's attention, but He is so often found in the softest whispers of our hearts. I want you to carry this peace with you today, like a hidden treasure that the world cannot take away. No matter how loud the trials may shout, the quiet victory of the Lord is always louder in the end. We are a community of souls learning to lean on one another and on the Father. And I want you to know that you are never truly alone in your struggle. We are walking toward the same light, and that light is growing brighter with every prayer we offer. My King, I thank you for this time of communion. I thank you for hearing my voice and for knowing the unspoken prayers that reside in the depths of my heart. I step forward into this day with a renewed sense of purpose and a spirit that is rising above its difficulties. I trust you to go before me, to stand beside me, and to be my rear guard. I give you all my praise, all my love, and all my devotion. I am ready to see the miracles you have in store for me today. Let your will be done in my life, on earth as it is in heavens, and let me be a witness to your incredible power and your unfailing love in every moment I live. Amen.